I'm pretty sure that I saw him on TV this morning.
Fumbling and bumbling.
Oh, you were doing good. We have just a minute or so left. We just have about a minute yet. Let me get my stuff organized. Sorry. It makes everybody embarrassed when they come in late. And then we're started early.
Are you talking about something?
No, I'm just muttering. I'm just muttering. I just said I don't want to start too early because I hate to embarrass people and have them come in when we're started. And we have a minute or so left. See, Larry would have been embarrassed if we had started.
I don't think the treasurer gets embarrassed too easily.
No, I'm trying to cover for you, Larry. What did I say? Okay. Yes.
I'm going to ask Craig Barnes to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. We've got a big meeting tonight with the Supreme Court on Tobacco 21, and so I'd like to recognize Craig and Glenda. But Craig, would you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the April 1st, 2019 meeting of the Shawnee County Board of Commissioners. My name is Bob Archer. I currently serve as chair of the commission and represent District 3 alongside Commissioner Bill Rippon, who represents District 1, and Commissioner Kevin Cook, who represents District 2. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Before we get started, I wanted to notice that proclamation and presentations, that item has been pulled from the agenda. So given that, next item I think will be consent agenda.
Yes, consent agenda, item 3, consent agenda.
There's one item on the consent agenda. Any questions or comments?
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve the consent agenda by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Under Building and Maintenance, Cook, Flat, and Strobel Engineers, $23,250 is for Deer Creek Trail Extension. Under Election Commissioner, Secretary of State, $30,000 is for the 2019 ELVIS Voter Registration Annual Cost. That's right, it's Elvis. They must have a sense of humor over there. It is April 1st, so. But anyway, under Sheriff Davis Moore Automotive, totaling $231,085.96 is for 7 2019 Dodge Durangos. Under Sales Tax, UMB Bank, for JADO, it's $568,767.82 is for March sales tax. Total vouchers, $1,299,090.64 as of March 29th of 2019. I move that we approve the vouchers.
Second.
Motion made to approve the vouchers by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Motion made to approve the correction orders by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, Parks and Recreation number 1, consider approval of request to solicit bids for maintenance of 21 park parcels.
Morning, Commissioners. Jeremy Myers, Park Operations Director with the Parks and Recreation. We're here to ask permission to go out for bid for the 21 park parcels that we have, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Questions for Jeremy?
I have no questions.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Jeremy. Next item, please.
Item B2, consider authorization and execution of contract C-140-2019 with Wildcat Landscape LLC for a one-year extension through April 1, 2020 of parkland maintenance of 24 parcels for a total of $320,978.96 with funding from the park operations budget.
Good morning, Commissioners. John Knight, Parks and Recreation. This is a one-year extension to Wildcat Landscape, who does a significant number of our parks maintenance. We had, if you recall, Wildcat was our first experiment into getting into contracting out the park maintenance. This is a one-year extension of that. It'd be the department's intention to, this summer, review that list and then go out for bid for the 2020 maintenance season. Be happy to answer any other questions you may have.
Questions for Mr. Knight?
How many years have we extended this contract? Is this the,
I believe this is the first one, is that correct? This is the second time we've extended this contract.
Other questions or comments?
I would move for approval.
I'll second.
Motion made to approve the contract by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Item B3, consider authorization and execution of contract C-141-2019 with the Greater Topeka Rowing Development Association for operation of the 2019 Spring Regatta at Lake Shawnee with expenses offset by a special event fee of $500 and a donation to the Parks for All Foundation of $200.
Good morning, Commissioners. Randy Luby, Park Service Director. This is our annual contract we have with the Greater Topeka Rowing Development Association for their annual Spring Regatta. It'll be held on April 27th. Riley Schaefer is here, our coordinator, or special events coordinator. If you have any direct questions regarding the event, and I'll try to answer any other questions you may have.
Questions about the Spring Regatta?
I move that we approve.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Randy. Next item,
Thank
please.
you.
Item C, Human Resources. Number 1, consider approval of request to advertise and fill the position of Planning Director.
Good morning, Commissioners. Angela Lewis with Human Resources. We are asking that we open the Planning Director position. Barry Beagle left us in December, and Anna Ortega has been serving as the Interim Director. We're now ready to advertise and fill if you approve.
And Anna has been serving us very, very well.
She has.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Next item, please. Thank you, Angela. Next item.
Item D, Audit Finance. And number 1, consider approval of Resolution Number 2019-18 establishing the Shawnee County Enterprise Resource Planning Oversight Committee.
Morning, Betty Greiner, Director of Administrative Services. This is more of a housekeeping item than something new, but back in 2008, there was the county went to an ERP, which is an Enterprise Resource Planning software system. Once that was transitioned over, then they had an oversight committee for that. This is our one solution operating software that we use. It has the finance package, which has the general ledger, accounts payable, cash receipts, those items. Also, it has the HR package, which has payroll in it. What we're really doing, the old committee that was created designated individuals by name, and what we're doing is basically changing that to the committee that is by position. So I will be happy to answer any questions you have.
Questions?
I'll move for approval.
I'll second.
Motion to approve the resolution by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you very much, Betty. Next item, please.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
This is an opportunity to extend the meeting and address the commission by any department heads or any members of the public. Good morning, Undersheriff.
Good morning, Commissioners. Phil Bloom, Shawnee County Sheriff, Undersheriff.
I'm going to address a few things, and if you'd indulge me, this might be a little more than the typical administrative communications. I apologize for that. But I wanted to address a few things. Obviously, there's a lot of somewhat misinformation, or not necessarily misinformation, but just not a general understanding of the current situation with the Sheriff's Office, and understanding that everyone is aware that Herman Jones is stepping down as sheriff and is taking the position of superintendent with the Kansas Highway Patrol. One thing I wanted to make sure was clear, and there's a lot of misinformation that I've received back from people, and I do greatly appreciate all the feedback that I've gotten from everybody, but I want to clarify that after Sheriff Jones does step down, I do not assume the title of sheriff. I just assume his duties until at such time that the governor makes her appointment. And there seems to be some misunderstanding, so I want to clarify that. To that end, and unfortunately I wish Tim was here, Tim Rencher, and Tim asked for an interview last Friday and spoke with him, and please, Tim's information was spot on. I just felt like I didn't convey the message that I wanted to appropriately, but I wanted people to understand the Sheriff's Office is in fantastic shape. We have a wonderful direction, we have a wonderful vision, we have wonderful people in place. The fact that Herman Jones won't be there, our people are still going to go out and do their job and perform as they have. Since 2000, this is the third time we've been through this process where a sheriff has left the agency, and the men and women of the Sheriff's Office continue to perform their job. So I want to reassure the public that is not going to change, and we will continue to move forward as we have until the new sheriff appointment is made. What I failed to convey in that is I probably didn't do, and I did not do a good job, is understanding that although people leave the agency, the personality and the character of people that leave that agency can't be replaced. I did a poor job, and I thought it was somewhat disrespectful to Herman Jones, and I want to make sure I understood that, and everyone understands that he is a true visionary. He has taken this agency and pushed the bar so far beyond what anybody else has ever done. We are recognized as one of the top law enforcement agencies in the state of Kansas and throughout the U.S., greatly because of the work that Herman Jones has done for the agency. People will recognize that once he's gone, and what he has done in this community is phenomenal. An amazing person, and he will be missed. Fortunately, he will still be in the community and with the Highway Patrol. What the sheriff and I had been in the process of discussing, and a lot of people weren't aware of, is we're actually working on my exit plans as I was making preparations for retirement for later this year. This all kind of came about very suddenly, obviously, with this position. To that end, with him leaving, I've evaluated the opportunities, and I will not seek the position of Sheriff of Shawnee County. I know from my personal standpoint, it would have been a tremendous honor. It is a highly respected position. But I know the time commitment and what must be presented, it was more than I could give, and I know personally it would have been selfish and self-serving for me to seek that, so I will not do that. I will make the pledge that whoever is the next sheriff, and if it means changing timetables for my retirement, I will be here to help them, to assist them, to keep continuity if that is what they so desire. And that is my commitment back to the agency, and the Sheriff's Office deserves that, the community deserves that, because we have a fantastic organization, and I would be more than happy to help them with that transition if they so desire. And that is my commitment back to the agency and the community. Thank you for your time. I appreciate that, and I know this is a little longer than what you, but thank you very much.
We have no time limits here, Under Sheriff. Are there
Thank
questions?
you. Yeah, if anybody has any questions about that.
This isn't the city. Any questions for the Under Sheriff? Thank you. I mean, now we have some news, and we, of course, wish Sheriff Jones the best in his new opportunity, and we appreciate your willingness to help in the transition. It's certainly appreciated, Phil.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else for administrative communications?
Good morning, Kurt Niehaus, Director of Public Works and Solid Waste. Heartland Park has an event scheduled for the weekend of June 9th, 8th and 9th. So we're going to postpone our Gary Ormsby, the start of work on Gary Ormsby, by exactly 1 week to Monday, June 10th. The project will last 1 month, and I think this is best going forward. We could not move the project up because of two reasons. We wanted to avoid the school year with USD 437. And we wanted nice warm weather, so this base sets up very quickly. So June 10th will be the start of our Gary Ormsby project. Questions?
No, I'm glad we're getting that done. That is a very needed project in our community to get done. I've heard from a number of people and a lot of constituents about that, so I'm glad we're getting it done and partnering with the city. So
very good. Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kellen Seitz, Spectre Venue Management in the Kansas Expo Center. We finished up this weekend with the Topeka Pilots final home game stand on Saturday. The attendance for the weekend was phenomenal. We had a weekend total attendance just shy of 3,000 people. So for attendance on the hockey season, that was a good weekend for us. We are negotiating through the contract deal points for an extension for them for next season. They will be returning to us. And then there is potential that they could make the playoffs. Right now they're 1 point back, so if they do, we will be hosting 2 playoff games for them, April 12th and the 13th. So that's 2 weeks from, well, a week from this coming Friday. And then lastly, we have gotten our audit report back from our third-party auditor for the FY18 financials. So that will be coming your way this week, as well as our annual report that we'll be delivering to you as well. So looking forward to getting that in your hands.
very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Good morning, Commissioners. Craig Barnes, Health Department. 2 items I wanted to share today. One, which Commissioner Archer already alluded to, is tonight is the Supreme Court hearing for the City of Topeka's appeal against the Kansas Vapors Association for the Tobacco 21 ordinance that was passed in December of 2017 and had been under a temporary injunction. So it will be on the travel docket for the Kansas Supreme Court today, starting at 6:30. It is the first case on the docket. It'll be in Lawrence at the Lead Center, so in a new place. Linda Oakes, the director of the Health Department, and myself, we will be there today, but I would encourage anybody who can't be in attendance that would still like to be able to watch it. It will be live streamed on the Kansas Court's website, and I will get that web page out so that you can see it. All right. The second item is a week from today, April 8th, is our annual community conversation on the county health rankings. It will be held at the library again this year. It's a great venue for this and very centrally located, so we're trying to get as many attendees as we can. It'll be from 11:30 to 1 p.m. There at the library in Marvin Auditorium, A and B. It'll be a great presentation this year. We'll have Dr. Pizzino, our Shawnee County Health Officer, again there to do a deep dive into the county health rankings and what it means for our community. We will also be handing out the inaugural Public Health Champion Awards this year for Shawnee County, something that the Health Department has started this year to recognize both an individual and an organization for their outstanding achievements in increasing health outcomes and making a difference in public health here in the community. And lastly, as part of that, we will have some individuals from the Kansas Health Institute that will help us do some priority setting for our next community health improvement plan so that we make sure that we have the best goals and strategies outlined for the next work that's going to be coming out in the next 3 years to improve health outcomes in our community. So that'll be April 8th again from 11:30 to 1, and I invite the commissioners as well as the entire public to be in attendance. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Craig. Anyone else? Commissioner Cook?
Nothing today.
Nothing today. Commissioner Rippon?
I have nothing.
Really? I just wanted to mention, as far as the NCAA basketball tournament, that the UNC loss to Auburn was devastating. On the other hand, I have sent a check to the athletic department of Michigan State. Thank you, Spartans, for beating Duke. Next item, please.
Item 6, executive session.
Yes, there's a need for an executive session. I'll make a motion to go into executive session for 30 minutes One for consultation with an attorney for the public body or agency which would be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship to discuss possible litigation. That would be for 10 minutes. And then number 2, to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel, specifically to discuss the performance of non-elected personnel, and that would be for 20 minutes. No action is expected to be taken, and that's a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to go into executive session by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Okay. We are back in session. No action is taken, and we're officially adjourned. Have a good day.